This is SLE number 13, the odd answers. All right, so we're talking about absolute values on these. So remember, absolute value is the distance away from something. So problem number 1, we have the opposite, negative. Well, the absolute value of this is just 2, but we have to incorporate that negative, so we get negative 2 for an answer. Number 3, we get negative 3 times 2, the absolute value of that. So that's going to give me absolute value of negative 6, which is just 6. Number 5, the absolute value of r is equal to 5. Okay, so because we're talking about absolute value, we're the distance away from 0. So we have 5, and we also have negative 5. Those are both a distance of 5 away from this absolute value. So notice we have alternating signs in that case. If we plugged either of those back in to the original absolute value, it would work out. Number 7, we have b minus 2 is equal to 5. All right, so we're going to get b minus 2 equals 5, and we're also going to get b minus 2 equals negative 5. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So I get b is equal to 7. Add 2 to both sides. So I also get b is equal to negative 3. If we plug those values in, we would get the correct answer. We'd still get 5. Number 9, the absolute value of negative 5p is equal to 35. So I'm going to get negative 5p is equal to 35. I'm also going to get negative 5p equals negative 35. Or divide each side by negative 5 here. That gives me p equals negative 7. Divide negative 5 on both sides. So I get p equals 7. So both of those answers, if we plugged them back into the absolute value, would wind up being 35. Number 11, 8y minus 3 is equal to 13. Okay, so we're going to take our equation, drop the absolute value sign, have this, and then I have a second problem in this. So those are my two problems we're going to make. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So 8y is equal to 16. Divide each side by 8. So y is equal to 2. On this one, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Those cancel. 8y is equal to, is that negative 10? Divide each side by 8. So I get 5/4 when I reduce it. So if I plug either of those back into the original for y, I would get 13. Okay, so number 13 says, your friend says the absolute value of the equation that's given has 2 solutions. Is your friend correct? Explain. Well, let's see. We have this, and then we have a plus 7 equals 3. I'm going to subtract that from both sides, and look at this. I get this equals negative 4. Well, being I have a negative, I can't be a negative distance from somebody. I still have my absolute value over here, but on the opposite side of my absolute value sign, I have a negative. This means we have no real solution that's going to work. Okay, it wouldn't work. We can't break this up. If we tried to solve it, doing 2x plus 9 equals negative 4 and 2x plus 9 equals positive 4, we get our answer. It would not work if we plugged it back in for x. That's it.